Let's talk today about drugs and cannabis. That is, cannabis versus drugs. You know, I've been studying this for over 45 years. I'm going to cut the line for you right away. Every drug in the world, I don't care if it's a prescription drug that makes you go faster, a diet pill, or an ergogenic, an accelerant of any kind, or one that slows you down, a phenobarbital style drug. Any kind of manufactured legal drug I'm talking about still goes over to the side of egotism, saying, I know what I'm doing, I'm okay, I know what's going on, I can handle myself. Now let's go on to illegal drugs. Cocaine has the highest egocentric value that I can see. Everyone on cocaine goes, I know what I'm doing, I know exactly what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing, you just lost your job because you do too much cocaine, right? Crack and base all come from cocaine, so that's the same thing. Giant ego involvement. You're supposed to weigh 170 pounds, you weigh 90 pounds, you don't have any teeth, and you still think you know what you're doing. Okay? That's that side over here of egotism. Every drug in the world is that way. Let's go over here to this side, to those that make you kind, that make you less aggressive, that have less egocentric involvement. I've only seen two in my whole life, ever. One is cannabis and others is the hallucinogens. On these two things, you're more reflective, quiet. You may be more euphoric, but you're more timid. This is the first comparison I'm making to all drugs versus basically cannabis. Get this about cannabis. It goes in two directions. One affects your mind more and the other affects your body more. Usually we're talking about sativa for the mind and indica for the body. The sativa parts of the cannabis are highly energized when you cook it and make cookies, brownies, things like that. On the other hand, you can have an indica that does not get your mind changed at all, but changes your body to a relaxed state. You can go move about and speak with people, and yet your body is getting a good effect from it. For any beginner out there who wants to try some cannabis, I suggest trying some indica. And if it's evening, you might want a calming indica. I have tried certain indicas that are so energizing that if you smoke them at 10:30 at night, you're up. You're going to stay awake. So you have to learn this. It's not that much learning. If we had nice shops and places you could go to purchase cannabis nicely, they would tell you all about each kind of herb and what its qualities are. Let's compare this simple herb now to any other drug. First of all, there are no contraindications, things that can be bad for you, things that can harm your health. And in every TV commercial for prescription drugs, you see 2/3 of the commercial listing the things that can go wrong with it. You know what I'm talking about. Here's drug companies for you. If you can get a 5% effectiveness on your drug, they call that a viable result and send that drug on through to be made. My goodness. Now I agree there's cannabis that doesn't work as well or as strongly as others, and there are also preferences out there as you would prefer a certain kind of wine. What I'm getting to is that when you take cannabis as an herb, a literal herb bearing seed, and compare it to any other drug, you get something completely different. For all of you inquisitive people who are thinking about smoking cannabis the first time or trying it or eating or something like that, you do your indica and you relax over here on the calm side of life. Thanks so much for listening.